So, I posted that video last week saying I'm getting rid of all my animals. Okay, well, most of you I don't think actually watched the entire video, and I think there was a lot of kind of controversy on this video, and I'm not sure I was 100% clear on some of these things. I think I kind of left some things kind of in the air, and I think I need to clarify some things a little bit, so let's do that. So first off, for all of you who are kind of 50-50, I've got half of the people saying, oh, I support what you're doing, I understand, and good luck to you, and such. And then I've got the other half that are, why are you getting rid of all your animals? Don't get rid of all your animals, keep some, you know. And I'm sure there's some exceptions, but I can pretty much rule that most of those are between basically people over about 16, 17 and people that are about like 13, 14, 11, 12-ish. To be fair, like I'm sure there's exceptions, and I'm sure I'm not completely right, but that's kind of the way it seems, and I don't blame you guys. I can understand why, because the understanding of it wouldn't make as much sense to the younger kids, whereas understanding where I'm coming from makes a lot more sense from somebody who's a little bit older and has kind of maybe been there, done that, and it makes a lot more sense to them. Okay, so next, the other kind of thing is whether I'm getting rid of all my animals or not. I'm not getting rid of all my animals. I'm getting rid of a lot of my animals. Not all of them, a good amount of them. As to which, you will see. I'm basically going to be keeping most of my favorites, and I think most of you can kind of maybe guess which some of my favorites are. And I'm going to be keeping those and getting rid of the rest. So I'm not really changing anything. Basically, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing that I've been doing, just on a smaller scale. So, videos are still going to be coming, I'm still going to be getting animals, still going to be keeping the animals that I have, still going to be upgrading caging, doing all that. And everything's basically going to be exactly the same as it was, just on a smaller scale. So, hopefully that kind of clarifies that. Okay. Next, we've got all the people that are staking claims on my animals. If you staked out like one of my animals and basically claimed it for yourself, you're probably not going to get the animal. Let's be completely honest right now. I haven't put anything up for sale, and 90% of the stuff that people are trying to stake claims on, I'm not planning on selling. So if you want one of my animals, hang tight and wait for me to announce how they're going to be sold and how that's all going to work. You will know in the future which are going and which are staying and how exactly they will be sold. So, okay, so next, for the people that are curious as to why I am choosing to do this, and for the people that are kind of hating on me for choosing to do this, saying things like, you should have known that before, or you should have known that before you got into this, or you should have known what you were getting into, all that kind of stuff. I did know what I was getting into. This stuff kind of got thrown at me randomly, and I could not have ever known that these things were going to happen. And some people seem to treat it as if I couldn't care for the animals I have anymore, that I'm overwhelmed with the amount of animals I have. That's not at all the case. I am perfectly capable of taking care of all the animals that I have, and have been perfectly capable at every time. The amount of animals I have and how I can take care of them is not really the issue. That is perfectly fine. I can take care of them very well, and have been taking care of them very well for years now. And this is nothing really new to you guys. It shouldn't be, at least. So I'm not sure why people were thinking that I just all of a sudden couldn't handle it. That's not really the case. The case is that I'm trying to move on to different things in my life, and I have opportunities and such. And frankly, in the world of reptiles, I can do a lot more for reptiles than just keeping a large collection at my house. That frankly isn't getting anything done. Yeah, sure, I'm inspiring some kids, and I may be a role model to some of you on YouTube, and for some of you younger keepers and younger breeders and such out there. But I feel like I have a lot more to give, and that a lot of these things that I have the potential to do are limited by me spending most of my effort on keeping a large collection. So it's not as much that I am unable to keep a large collection, it's more that I am choosing to go down another path. And that path will open up a lot of the opportunities that I've been given, and will allow me to kind of go on with my life in another route while still maintaining what I have done here and what I am going to continue to do. So really nothing is really changing except for the amount of animals that I have. And for you guys, nothing's really going to change other than the amount of animals that I have. That's basically the only thing that's changing for you guys. So I don't see why that should matter that much, because having a large collection really didn't affect the quality of my videos or how I make my videos. I can make videos on all sorts of other things. I have plenty of friends who keep other animals and stuff too. I'm trying to also kind of open up my channel to a little bit more than just keeping reptiles, maybe doing some things more conservation-wise, and more real-world reptile. I have no idea where I was going with that, but kind of more real-world application of my reptile knowledge rather than just keeping and breeding and such, you know. So these things are a little bit, I consider them kind of bigger and better things than just what I've been doing, and I think that it is a good opportunity for me to kind of move on and take a step forward and hopefully make the best of my life doing this. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense than my last video. Hopefully this kind of sums things up a little bit better. And again, a lot of the younger kids aren't going to understand this as much. I really didn't see these kinds of things coming, and I didn't see this happening. So a lot of this stuff is kind of just randomly got thrown at me, and there was really no way for me to expect it or for me to think that it was going to happen. So it's really just unexpected, and I am glad that I have these opportunities, and I think that it's basically my future is based on whether or not I take these opportunities, and I'm going for it because I really think that these are some significant chances for me to make a difference and kind of do with my life what I choose to do. So hopefully you guys are cool with that, and if not, oh well. Peace.